What's up, Dreads? Nikki! What it do? I'm about to start up in a second. This episode is called Boundary Issues. We about to deep dive into this. We about to deep dive into it. What's up, Thickums? What's up? What you up to? We about to start up this episode. I know I said I was going to do it next week, but I felt the need to go ahead and put this out. You know, I got my notes. You feel me? Got my notes. Got my questions for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm ready. I'm ready. What it do? What it do? Yeah, I'm about to start it up now. About to get ready. Man, I tell you, today has been a day. It's been a day, baby. It's been a day. It's been a motherfucking day, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a bad day. Nah, I ain't got no gigs this weekend. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. I mean, I would pray and hope for one. You know, God be willing. You know, God sees mercy on me to get that. But nah, not right now. You know. Yeah. What's up? You got any gigs this weekend? Let's see if this is still working. Looking, I think you blind dog. Working Commanders. Word, yo! Congrats, my dog! Hey, that's litty! That's what's up, bruh. Hey, you about to go out to the NFL? You about to see you about to get you a football player. Oh, for real, man! Congrats, my dog. Yo, for real, I'm actually proud of you, bro. Not proud, but I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you got yourself set. That's bad. You know, like I said, I ain't pressuring you or anything. Life goes on, you know. We take what we can, you know, and do what we can with what we got. You feel me? So we just roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm actually happy that you got set up. Like, you got some hair gigs. You working the Commanders game this weekend. Like, bruh, like you definitely about to come up on something. Like, those doors opening. Give your thanks to God. No matter if it's hard or it's not hard, if it gets easier or whatever, just give God the praise and the thanks, because without God, this ain't possible. People will see it before they believe it. You know what I'm saying? And they got to be able to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you gotta be able to see it, because seeing is believing. But faith without works is like just hope on deaf ears. You feel me? Like, you don't want to keep going through the same process over and over again, because you know you got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get things done. You're trying to do everything you can to make sure you stay up above water. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad. Don't sit up here and hurt yourself over what's not working or what's not going the way you hope. Hey, it's going all in God's purpose, and God's purpose is for you to get exactly what you're supposed to get at the time you're supposed to get it. You know, I feel like some of the times when we be wanting to do certain things and actually want to, like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, more than anything, like, try to get what we want out of things, you know, or try to put our spin on it. You know, God tends to have to remind us, like, hey, you know, this ain't about you. You know what I'm saying? This is about what I need for you to do. You know, this is about the time I need you to move. And some of us be at that breaking point. I can honestly say that, and I can attest to that. We be at that breaking point where it's like, damn, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able. I don't know how I'm gonna get past this. You feel me? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It just sits on you for a while. You know what I'm saying? And you try not to let that shit bog you down or get you bent out of shape. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is just continue doing for you the way you need to do. You know, so don't stop. Keep going. You feel me? Like, just keep going, because what you gonna do and what you got planned. I mean, what God has planned for you is bigger than any plan that you could ever imagine. You feel me? So like, don't ever feel like, oh, it's getting bad. It's getting bad. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I ain't got no outlet. I ain't got this. I ain't got that, bro. Stop worrying about that. Stop worrying about that. Stop stressing. Like, but even if there are things that you want to stress over, don't stress over it. You feel me? Like, give those problems to God and let it manifest and like unfold for you the way it should. You know, shit, like some laundry. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fold it up a little bit. Just gotta fold it up. So, like, don't sit up here and put that on your pressure, or put that pressure on you, because you know you doing everything right. You feel me? Like, you doing everything right. Like, for real. Like, don't sit up here and put that pressure on yourself. That's it. What the heck is going on with this? I ain't lying to you, man. Like, for real. It gets real out here, you know. It gets real in the field. Hold up real quick. I gotta restart my screen. Oh shit, my bad. Alright, I'm here. I'm still back. I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Excuse me. But yeah, man. They trying to tell people, like, you know, you gotta get out your own way sometimes. I'm here helping my little. No, I got you. You good? I ain't started all the way up yet. I still got 7 minutes. So yeah, I'm still in here. Anybody that's chimed in right now on my it looks like my Twitter X feed. Also, if you're on my YouTube channel, just you know, stay tuned. You know, we still got about like 6 minutes left, so you know, it's gonna happen. Shit. I hate when this does it. It's like this shit eats up so much computer data. Like, I'm so serious. Like, this shit eats up so much like computer data. What's up, Mr. McLovin? How you doing, dog? About to start up this stream. About to have this podcast going. Talks with Teddy, episode 3. You know, talking about boundaries and you know what to not infringe on. You feel me? What people should be aware to not infringe on. So if you hear, you want to chime in, hey, appreciate you being here, brother. If you don't want to be here, I understand. You know, like, hey, I'm not on nobody line to make them be here. Like, you know, shit, you're more than happy to do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. You know. But hey, either way, if you inside the chat, if you're here, I appreciate you being here. Either way, you know what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of people be coming, like, trying to get these messages and stuff. You know, we trying to just help some people out, get them up and running. Hold on, real quick. Back up. All right, I'm back. Okay, I don't need that. I don't know why the hell they even brought that up. My computer be running so fucking slow sometimes. It's like that shit'll get stuck like at a place. You feel me? Oh no, you good, you good. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just like people like bruh like be coming in and they be looking. I be thinking they low key like, you know what I'm saying, like suspect. You know, like I don't know why you would want to go into somebody's room and just be looking at them. I mean, I don't know. Like I don't know if that's what's hot in the streets or not. Like what's hot in these streets, my nigga. What's hot in these streets, my nigga. My nigga. That's what I feel like they be saying. I gotta close some stuff down. Oh, I should shut down Discord. Quit Discord. Discord getting a lot of my data up too. That's why I can't do nothing on my computer. Oh, so now it pops up. This app is weird. I hold up real quick. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm still here. Boundaries and deal breakers. I had trying to get some of these drinks off free today now. Word. Man, bro. Alright, so yeah, that junk a jog. Okay, let me get into this. Get it to ya. That's how they do it. And that Doja was saying. Get it to ya. Mm. 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 All right. Let's get this going. Oh, wrong screen. Sorry. I switched you over to the wrong screen. My fault. What it do? Hold up real quick because I got to bring up my other camera. My other camera is acting crazy. What it do? What it is, everybody? It's your boy, Teddy Beema. You know, Teddy Beema, you lurking MF, or Teddy Beema, DJ Teddy Beema, or however you want to call it. I don't know. I don't care how you want to call it, but it is what it is. It is what it ain't. Let me wipe my camera off real quick because I've been touching on it. I've been dealing with it for a while. Okay. But yeah, so what's good, everybody? Like, we here today. Another day. In the books right now. We coming in doing what we got to do. We transcending all these boundaries that we've been dealing with today, and we are here today to bring you another live episode. So if you're in with me right now, chime in with me. Let me know you here. Like, let me know you part of the gang, the collective, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know your comments and everything, because that's the only way we can actually get this information across and get this information out to everybody, is if we get this, information to be put out the right way, however that goes. So on that notion, I want to start this episode off by, hold up real quick, because I'm over here trying to get this shit together real quick, by just giving a prayer right now to start this stream, so if y'all want it, y'all could pray with me. If not, y'all don't. Let's take a moment of silence right now, just to say a prayer. I'm going to say a prayer for everybody too. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the day. We thank you for this opportunity to be here in the service of others. Lord Father God, though our times and tribulations have been troubling us and have been weighing heavy on our shoulders, we have now lifted that burden and given it all to you. We thank you for the blessings of having another day, having a new day, having a day where we can spend with the loved ones in our lives, and even able to like build better bonds with new and fighting energies and faces that you bring into our life. Lord Father God, we just ask that you guide our steps in every direction that we choose to make out here, and leave our hearts with an open desire to crave you more, and to be able just to continue doing the things that you will ask us to do and that we should do to honor you. Father God, we thank you for just being here with us and every opportunity, protecting us at night, getting us up to get ready for these jobs we had to go out to in this, troubling world that we living in. But we know with your mighty hands that everything will be okay, and we're shielded from all harms and attack. Lord Father God, I give you this praise today in your most divinely Son, Yeshua, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whoever they want to call your most praised child that went ahead and transcended for us and taught us the way. In the Holy Ghost Spirit, I pray as well. Amen. 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 Let's get this started, folks. We over here now. We are chimed in. So, all right. There's something that I have came to realize about a few situations. I'm not going to say that I know it all by hand or that I'm very much experienced with this myself, you know what I'm saying? But I do say this, you know what I'm saying? I have dealt with situations like this that has came up before. Not a problem. Don't worry, we still be here. We're going to be on for about a good 30 minutes or an hour, you know what I'm saying? So just chime in when you get a chance, we gonna do what we can. But as I was saying, you know what I'm saying, it's a episode I wanted to bring up today. This is episode 3 with Talks with Teddy. I am Teddy. I am your host. Like I said, my name is Teddy Beema. Teddy Beema, you lurking MF. You know what I'm saying? DJ Teddy Beema, you lurking. Anything, or just Teddy, you feel me? I'm on my other social platform as well with my other guests on here. I might be able to bring them up, but my screen recording or my screen share on my computer is not really syncing right with my iPad right now, so I'll just be reading the comments off probably today. Excuse me. Every time I try to talk or get something out, I always have to belch. It's like my throat chakra is like. My throat chakra is really in this energy of hey, you got something else you got to say, so I need you to push it all out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this the right way. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this done the right way, but with no avail. It shit happens. Shit happens. But we're here. But as I'm going into this episode and talking about these. This subject of matter, I feel like this is a very strong matter that we have to come to understanding with, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, I want to welcome everybody to my tag stream. If you're on tag, or if you're viewing me from YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter X right now, that's where I'm streaming at. I'm not on Twitch right now, but I will be on Twitch a little later gaming. We will be playing on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot today, so I've already been playing it for a little bit, so I'm going to continue that story along. I want to try to get this game as far into completion as possible. But also I want to say, just thank you for everybody that did or has been able to show up to the stream today, But the topic, before I try to get too much into saying, oh, this ain't, I gotta do that, before all that, in a second. But okay, let's get this going. All right, so the topic of the session, if y'all see me look down or off to the side or whatnot, I did take notes. I do take notes in order to properly have these conversations with you all, so I just ask you just to work with me. I know I don't have to work with you, Teddy. I don't want to work with you. That is fine. You don't have to work with me. You don't even have to deal with the shit that I say, you know what I'm saying? But just know, music or anybody that has a passion for what they're doing out here, let me know. You feel me? Let me know what you're into. Let me know what you want to do. Because I'm all for, trying to push people's creativity out there, you know what I'm saying, as we should, you know what I'm saying. Like, I feel as if it's a case and we could do that, then we should do that, you know, if it's a possibility for us to do it, you know what I'm saying. So on that notion, let me start recording, because I'm not about to start do this recording, because it's actually running too much data. Like, it's too much data being ran on my computer, and I don't like it. But yeah, as I was saying, now that we're kind of here right now, and the topic of discussion is boundaries and deal breakers we don't cross. So with that, oh my god, hold up real quick, because this is definitely causing me some issues. All right, so with that being said, I'm sorry, I was having a little technical issue for a second. But with that being said, there are such things as boundaries that we don't cross, and boundaries that we do cross, or not really boundaries that we do cross. You know, I wrote down some questions even for myself to ask, you know, because there are things that we need to know. You feel me? First question I have wrote down is, what's a deal breaker in a relationship that you think people often overlook, but it's actually really important? And I was following this discussion. Like one day, right? Not one day, but I was following this discussion online, right? And I was trying to come to terms about this, and like really what was being said. You feel me? So hold on, I gotta make sure that my thing is acting crazy, because connection, has anybody else devices or anything been acting real crazy? Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, my video is acting crazy right now. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna try to restart this real quick, you know. But hold up real quick, I'm sorry, I'm having a few technical difficulties, and it's a really like, but okay, I'm gonna have to turn this. Fatty, how you doing? What I was going to say is this, like, when it comes to like what's a deal breaker in a relationship, like dealing with a boundary that you think people often overlook but is actually really important, I feel as if a boundary, a lot of people, fact that, you know, that there is such thing as being too open with your appearance at times, you feel me? And some people feel as if, well, oh, like, why is that an issue? Like, you don't like I would feel like with women that say that, you know, they be like, oh, well, what's wrong with me doing what I'm doing? You don't like me being sexy, you don't want me getting attention and all like that. And I mean, I may be coming from a self-imposed male point of view, you know, and which I'm not saying that's right, but I'm just saying, like, you know, that's what happens at times, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying, they'll think that a man is trying to ask them, you know, at times, oh, don't express yourself or don't do things that you like to do. And like, it's not that, you feel me? I feel as if more than anything, it's just a sign of respect, and respect for him, you know what I'm saying? Because why would, you know, and I'm saying that as a man, you feel me? So I don't know a woman's point of view of this, but any woman or any female that has a point of view on this, feel free to chime in, feel free to like leave a comment somewhere. Let me know, because, you know, we only trying to get better at understanding these things. But I feel like, because a lot of times, like, men know how men can be, you feel me, and they know how predatory men can be, you feel me? Or the fact that, you know, if a man feels as if, like, you know what, I want that, or I want what she has, you feel me, like, I'm going to pursue that as much as I can, you feel me? And, you know, a lot of times people may take, like, women will take it like, oh, you're trying to hold me back, you're trying to do things that, you're trying to make me do things I don't want to do. And it's like, nah, that's not what I'm trying to do. You know, what I want to do is respect my relationship. You know, I want to respect my boundaries, so I don't be out here feeling like I'm getting played like a fool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like being made to look foolish. And why should I? You know what I'm saying? Why should I have to be made to look foolish? Why should I have to be made to have to feel like I gotta compete with another individual for the spot that I have, ultimately like earned, I feel like, or put the work in to earn. If it was that easy for me, what I'm saying, to like, what I'm saying, like, to lose you, or like, I ain't gonna say lose you, but more than say like have to worry about a guy coming to pick you up, or worry about because the guy sees that you dressing nice, or that you looking nice, you smelling nice, that he has a chance with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, if it was that easy for him to get, why'd you make me work that hard? Or why'd you? In some ways, they do feel. I feel like some men, if not most men, feel like that, and they be like, damn, why I had to work so hard at this? Why I had to sit up here and put myself in a predicament where I had to really like question my boundaries and my insecurities that I dealt with. You feel me? Like, I don't feel like that's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like that should be a fair point of view for me to have to experience, because I'm not making you experience that. I'm not putting you through that. Like, even if a woman or any type of like female come up to me and say, hey, or some men, deal with other men, other people, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, by all means, whatever your personal preference is, whatever your personal choice is in life, enjoy it. Do what makes you happy. But at the same sense, it's like, I don't want to be made to be like the questioning party. You feel me? You dressing provocative, or you're doing things like talking out the side of your neck with me when we're out in public, or the fact, what I'm saying, we may be even behind closed doors, that's a certain like boundary, because people feel like, well, I should be able to speak or say whatever I want to. You can't shut me up. It's not about shutting you up. It's about respecting my boundaries. You feel me? And sometimes those become deal breakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes those do become moments where people have to question, like, damn, is this really worth like the amount of effort that I'm putting in? Like, what's my ROI? You feel me? My return of investment, or what's my return of intentions or interest that I put in here? Am I being fairly compensated for that? And I've been speaking on this ROI, because that's a very amazing term. You feel me? Because you have to think about that, like your P's and L's, your profits and your losses, or your profits and your lessons. You feel me? Because I don't feel like we lose anything. I think we just learn. You feel me? I feel like these are all growing and learning lessons that we all have to go through, and we all have to do on our own. Like, not gonna say our own per se, but we all have to take a moment out to really realize ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, what I'm saying, like, we sit back and we think like, oh, okay, well, this ain't really a deal breaker, or most of the time the people I deal with, they don't consider this a deal breaker. But just as much as you feel as if it's not a deal breaker, it just really could be exactly what you think it is. It is a deal breaker. It is something that infringes on somebody's boundaries and their expectations of the matter, even though that's unfair, because nobody should be expecting you to meet a certain status. You feel me? But at the same time, the hope is that you would respect that person enough to say, you know what, I'm not gonna do this, or I'm not gonna put you through this. You know what I'm saying? I have not even the fact that I don't have respect for myself, but I have respect for the connection that we have and what we've been building. You feel me? And what, like, you know what I'm saying, like, what we've been working towards already, because I don't want you to feel like there's wasted effort in anything that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Give me 1 second. I gotta send out a blast real quick, everybody. Hold up real quick. Yeah. Hold up real quick. All right, my bad. I had to sound out a blast real quick, but yeah, as I was saying, like there's a lot of times where, yeah, I'm not about to sit here and play that. Yeah, I had to go ahead and handle something real quick because I don't like people that just come in and don't say nothing. Like, speak, say something. Like, I ain't talking. Like, you just came in here to look at me, to look at my like handsome chocolate godlike figure, physique, moi, oh, oh, oh. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, baby. You gonna have to get the boot. But still, I appreciate anybody that's chiming in and listening, because ain't nobody really like really speaking on that, you know what I'm saying? And we have to understand, like, you know, there are things that do get overlooked, like the fact that we're not being like consistently, you know, appreciated or consistently like taken care of, you know what I'm saying? Like things like that, you feel me? So like when you sit up here and you start to think about like, all right, what have I been putting into this situation, and what can I do better, you know, or what am I doing that's necessarily that's being overlooked, you know what I'm saying? Even if this other person is overlooking it because of the fact that they know what they want with me per se, you feel me? Does that mean it's right that I get them to overlook that about themselves? Or should that be an invitation for them to actually step more into their power and actually understand that this is a boundary that shouldn't be crossed? Because it's crazy, because it's like we think about that question right there and we see that people kind of can be hypocritical when it comes to, oh, you know what I'm saying, like damn, you crossed a boundary that was a deal breaker, you feel me? And oh, but all right, you know what I'm saying, like I may have crossed your boundary, but hey, you know, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. Or oh, you should understand, you feel me? Like, oh, stop crying about it or stop whining about it, like, you know, you'll get over it type of deal. And it's not an easy like, oh, you'll just get over it. It's not about just getting over it. It's about acknowledging the situation at hand, understanding that what you did and what part you played wasn't the best part, you feel me? And also understanding that, you know, you could do better, you feel me? And if that person says, hey, this is a deal breaker, this is a boundary I don't want you to cross, like I don't want you like basically fraternizing out here with possible enemies to bring destruction to what I and you have been building, you feel me, or what we're trying to strive for. Because, you know, all it takes is for you to unlock the door and crack it open for somebody to feel like, oh, I got access, and I have now control into the situation. At least that's to me, in my like my understanding. I could be wrong, you feel me? Like I said, this is all like a point of view that's mine, you feel me? I can't really tell nobody else that, hey, you're wrong, you're right, or anything of the sort, you know what I'm saying? All we can do is just actually, you know, live off of our own principles, our own core principles. And a lot of times it comes from your core principles, or what you're willing to accept or what you're not willing to accept. It could come up from your background now, or, you know, just what has occurred in your life to make you have to mold yourself into that person, to set those certain boundaries and expectations. Now I do get it, like a lot of times, because hopping back into like a portion of the answer, there could be times that we just have, you know, a way of being grown up, like, or being raised up, I'm sorry, let me correct myself. It's probably it's come a way where like the way that we've been raised up and our morals and our values that our parents have always tried to push towards us have been like a constant thing, you feel me? Because I look at it like this, like I give grace to both my mother and my father, you know what I'm saying? I give grace to them, you know, and I appreciate them for everything they done, you know. Even though it hasn't been the ultimate best, you feel me, it was well worth the experience, you know. And I don't fault them, because I now give more grace to them because I see it from my point of view, you feel me? You know, with me not like having any, you know, children of my own yet, you know what I'm saying? And that's not a matter of just like, oh, not having it or not can't have it, you know. It's just the fact that, you know, life goes the way it goes. But I'm just saying, in a adult point of view and like good sense point of view, it's like this. It's like, all right, they raised you up in a way, you know, and you have to respect the fact that, you know, though they may not have been the best, and though they may not have made the right decisions, you know what I'm saying? Like, they still did the best they could, you feel me, trying to figure it out. They trying to figure it out like the same way we are all trying to figure it out. And if anybody's like the same age as me, you know what I'm saying, or like even in the same age range, or like facing the circumstances that are similar but not the same, you feel me, like you tend to just, you starting to realize it now, like, damn, you know, what have my parents went through, or what have, like, I understand the shit that they've been dealing with now, because I'm trying to figure this out. You know, I'm trying to get this underway. You know, I'm trying to get a grip on this, you know, and it's hard. You know, it's very, very hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know what I'm saying? They go by this, not them, my parents, but it's a lot of people that go out here by, you know, this ideal fantasy of what this American dream is, you know what I'm saying, and what we have to do to get there, you know what I'm saying. And like I was saying with like your parents and their upbringing, not saying they're wrong or nothing, but some of those ways of doing things don't necessarily work the same way no more, based on some of the things that we have out here, you feel me, like social medias, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, you feel me, Facebook, I think I said, I don't know, Snapchat, all that shit, you know what I'm saying, like, or any social site where you could socially mitigate or, you know, talk to people around the world, you know what I'm saying. So a lot of times those ways that they did things, they don't necessarily work nowadays, you feel me. So it comes to a way where we feel as if, like, all right, well, I have this certain I have this certain boundary, or I have this certain, like, core principle in my head of what I want to do or what I expect from my significant other, and you should respect that, you know what I'm saying. But that may be an old, outdated way. Maybe that worked back in motherfucking like 1960, 1970, 1980, you know, maybe somewhat the 90s, but like we're in like the 2K era, you feel me, like we have multiple streams to connect, and, you know, just build bonds with people. And sometimes it could be a little confusing if you don't know exactly where you fall in the line of that, you know what I'm saying, or where you actually, like, you know what I'm saying, like where you feel comfortable at, if I could say, if that makes more sense, you know what I'm saying. I don't really know really how to more explain it, you know what I'm saying. It's like we have to make work for us what's going to work for us, you know what I'm saying, not for everybody else, not for everybody else's like agenda, or, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that, you feel me. And I just feel like more than anything, like, can't nobody tell us really how to do this. There is no real blueprint on life, you know what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there is truly no blueprint, and like you have to roll with the punches, you know what I'm saying. You have to keep going, you have to keep striving, because like the more and more you think to yourself, like, oh, I'm not gonna have a way to, like, you know, do this unless I do it the way that my parents do it, or the way that I was taught how to do it, you feel me. And honestly, it's not about doing it that way all the time, you know what I'm saying. You have to give yourself grace out here, because a lot of times a lot of people don't have it figured out, you know what I'm saying. My bad, I had to move my camera a little bit and resize it. It was a lot of stuff going on right there, but it's like everybody trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, you should take into real consideration about the people and the environments that you are integrating your energy in with. And if you don't really have a solid, like, understanding, or not really, I can't really say a solid understanding, but if you don't have a real drive to actually do right by people, like, then it's going to show, you know what I'm saying. It's going to show. It's gonna put you in predicaments where it's gonna have you question yourself, have you question the things that you're doing, and question the people that you have around you, you know what I'm saying. So, like, I would say, yeah, there are deal breakers that people often like overlook based on where they come from or what they do and how they do it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like it's based on just what you want or what you do, because that's the same concept of somebody saying, "Hey, yo, I want to get to know you to control you." I don't really want to get to know you to get to know you, because getting to know you takes too long. It's too much effort, and honestly, I just want what I want. I'm in my winning season, as some of them say. Like, oh, I'm in my winning season, and I'd be like, bruh, what? I'd be like, shawty, what's the winning season? What is this winning season you're talking about? I need info on this shit, because I feel like I'm in my winning season. Am I wrong for feeling like I'm in my winning season because you feel like you're in your winning season? Like, does that make a hill of beans that I should be able to do and act the way I want to do or act? Because, you know what I'm saying, just because I feel like it's my time to get everything that I didn't get from like either my last job or my last relationship or my last friendship or my last like gig, work, or anything. No, because now that's now pointing a strong finger at me that, you know, now it's not about a me and you, or it's not about a us, you feel me? It's just a me, you feel me? And it's only going to be about me. And I wouldn't expect nobody to be around somebody that's only thinking about themselves, because like, bruh, if you really thinking about yourself, why aren't you doing this shit by yourself? You feel me? But you know, just like everybody else know, that you can't do this shit alone. You feel me? So at the same time, I look at it like this. Like, you know, take a hard look at why you're dealing with certain people and understand why some of these these boundaries, when they're crossed, they have to be deal breakers. You have to stand strong and 10 toes down on that shit, because if you don't, you'll only be susceptible to doing the same shit that you was doing before, or accepting a lifestyle and behavior that your accent guide, or, you know, whoever you're dealing with at this point, to get you out of. And you gotta get that through your head. Like, you know, it's not just about me. You feel me? It's not just about what I want or what I'm trying to do out here. You know, so I believe, yeah, there are such things as deal breakers in a relationship that, you know, people do overlook. You feel me? I really believe that, you know. I posed another question to say, hold it real quick, cause there's some shit that's open. I don't know. I think it's closed. It's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on in my stream right now. I got a lot. My computer's like running crazy right now, but I'm here. But so I have wrote down another one as well. Another note I took. Can boundaries in a relationship be fluid, or should they remain fixed once they're set? Now, I would say, in a way, boundaries, they can be fluid, because like, I believe they could be fluid because ultimately you're trying to build a bond. You're trying to build something more than what you have for yourself. You feel me? So with that being said, I feel like a lot of times some boundaries can be, you know, fluid, or what's a better way of saying it? Not really fluid, but more like, you know, kind of like, you know, what can I say? Not really lenient, but they could be like, you know, they could be flexible. That's a good word saying it. That's the best word to say. I'm trying to think of a more concrete, you know what I'm saying, like I'm trying to think of a better word to say, and I can't think of it my damn self. Like, I'm playing with myself. Like, but yeah, like I was saying, can they be fluid, and should they remain fixed once they're set? I believe yes. When you're building a bond with somebody at this point in time, and y'all are trying to make something work for the situation and the connection, like I said, whether this be whatever this relates to in your personal life, you know what I'm saying? I believe some boundaries can be fluid and can be worked with, you feel me? As long as you state those boundaries in the very beginning and allow for that person to make a consistent effort to try, you feel me? Make a consistent effort to try, or give them the opportunity to try, because if you're not allowing them a chance to really try to do right, what are you giving them? It's like you're basically pushing that person up against a wall, and you're telling them like, hey, if you do not do what I tell you to do, and if you don't respect my boundaries and where I come from and what I do, then we can't work. Well, damn, like, is it about me and me and you? Is it about our team effort, or is it about like just really getting it? It points back to what I was saying in the last question. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe if you're truly getting to know somebody and you're working to build something with them, and let's just say you come from an old outdated way of thinking and having a boundary set up where that boundary may not have shit to really do with anything that you got going on. You should be able to say, you know what, well, I don't really have too much like for it, but I could probably see where you coming from, or I feel like I can make this work for me, you know, as long as that person is willing to work with you as well, and let this be vice versa. You feel me? Like, everybody needs to be able to be open and honest with what they truly are seeking and what they're trying to work towards. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe that anybody who's doing anything that they're doing is wrong. You feel me? And you should be able to feel comfortable enough to speak up about those boundaries that you have, you know, but to each his own, you know, to each his own cup of tea, to each of his own, like, when it comes to that, you know what I'm saying? Because some people can't have some boundaries with some people can't be fluid, you feel me? And like, I believe once you do establish that understanding that, hey, you know what, this is a boundary I have, well, you know what, I may do that because this is where I come from. This is what I do. But I don't want you to feel as if I'm targeting or attacking you. But it's going to take me some time to get through this. Okay, flexibility. All right, you're being flexible at that point. You're allowing for that to actually grow the way you need it to grow. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's just like, you know, if you're not willing to compromise, or it ain't really compromise, because people take compromising as giving up, you feel me? And it's not about giving up, you know what I'm saying? It's about just doing what you can do, you know, and seeing if it works for you. You know, give yourself the opportunity to say, hey, you know, I need an opportunity to see how this goes, because you don't know how it's going to go. You feel me? You don't know how it's going to go. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know really the method on what you're trying to do, if it's going to work out or not. You feel me? And with that being said, if you don't know, like, why are you sitting over here trying to make people, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do what you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really feel like that's fair. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel like that's right for you to make somebody else feel like it's up to them to make you feel, you know, complete, you know what I'm saying? Or make sure their boundaries staying set. Like, I feel like now, once, you know, you agree that certain boundaries can be worked on or worked through, then set an intention in mind and actually, you know, keep those boundaries firm. So it's not that somebody is now trying to, you feel like somebody is trying to, you know, take advantage of you, or somebody's trying to do something wrong by you, because they may not be trying to do none of that at all. You feel me? They may be trying to actually grow through the situation. You got to give it time. You feel me? You got to give it an effort, because you basically essentially telling the universe, you telling yourself that, you know, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if over time those boundaries that you even made fluid with yourself have not been respected at all, and somebody only use that flexibility to be able to in place their own narrative on the situation, then you have to make a conscious decision, I feel like, to say, you know what, yeah, this is not really what I want. This ain't where I'm going for. So boom, have a nice life, you know, or have the life you deserve. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to have the life I deserve too. You know, so I say within that, like, people gotta take more accountability on that notion. You know, like, in order for certain situations to happen or to go down, you have to be flexible in some form or way. Like, why aren't you? Like, why aren't you trying to be flexible? Why aren't you trying to work with the person that you're approaching just as much as they're approaching you? You know, but yeah. So another one I have, you know, it's not going to be too much. You know, I got about like five topics I'm talking about on this. But is there ever, I wrote all these down because I was constantly thinking on the go. So my right now this is like chicken scratch, like, but it's just ideas and thoughts I've been pulling together. So the third point I was going to make is there ever a reason why a boundary can be forgiven? If so, how do you build trust again after that? Like sometimes I mean, this was going back to what I was just saying too. Like sometimes I feel like, that goes back to, can a boundary be fluent? You feel me? It's like sometimes, people don't really know you for real. Like you just met this person one day, or you just seen this person, or just started talking to this person for the first time ever, you feel me, and they cross your boundary. Like I feel like certain situations like that, you definitely could forgive somebody, you feel me. I don't believe some people should be the punching bag of your arbitration, if I use that word the right way. I think I'm right. But it's like they shouldn't be the punching bag based on your trauma or what you've experienced, because that's not their experience. They don't know what you've been through. They're necessarily getting to know you. Now, on the other hand, if it's been a long-standing situation and people have now sat up here and showed you exactly who they are and what they do, then you have to give it to yourself to treat yourself better in that, and say, you know what, let me take a real accountability of what this person did, and what did they do as a resultant action when I brought this up to their attention to let them know that, hey, you crossed my boundary. Now, if they don't want to acknowledge that boundary being crossed by them, and if they want to say that, hey, you know what, that ain't got shit to do with me, that's your own personal problem with your own personal God, hey, move about your own business. By all means, let them move on their own business, you feel me? Let them do what they do, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, God is working through them in a way that they need God to work with them, you feel me? And it's not up to our decision or what we feel like they should be doing better, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, somebody's only going to do what you allow them to do. Now, I feel like in the same sense, like I said, as in the beginning, we're new, we don't know each other, we're still getting to know each other, times like that. And then also the reaction of a person that's been in a long-standing situation, like in my point of view, like I said, this is all personal point of view. It's up to y'all discretion to make what you want out of it, you know what I'm saying? And you can also give me your views on it, because I may have a slightly point of view, you feel me? But I'm trying to think about the overall for everybody, and maybe that's not the best thing, because some people do need to put just themselves first, you feel me? And put themselves right there in the centerfold. Not saying they want to be alone, or they need to be in that by themselves, but at that moment they have to be sure of what they feel and what they want, you know what I'm saying? So I would say, like, yeah, if they try to do the right thing afterwards, and they try to do right by the person that they're dealing with, then sure, I feel like, trust can be built, but you're gonna have to earn my trust, in that sense. Like, I'm not saying you lost it in full, but you definitely have me questioning things now, where I feel like now it's kind of shaky ground. It's not full, it's not torn apart. It's not that, we got infestation or anything, but I am noticing that there are some things we need to work on. You know what I'm saying? There's some things that we got to talk about. There's some things that, I'm gonna have to really put in perspective for you, so you could respect that about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and vice versa. Like, if it was the same way, you know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all notice I haven't been putting like genders in this. This is gender neutral. You feel me? Like, it can happen with both men and females. It's not based on their gender. It's based on who people are and what they choose to interact and act like. You feel me? We all possess the powers of masculine and feminine energy. Even as a man, you can have feminine energy. You could be more soft-spoken. You could be more gentler. You could be more loving, more empathetic, more like emotionally intelligent. You feel me? On tune and more in tune with things that a lot of other men may not be with. As in vice versa, a woman could be in her masculine energy, you feel me? She could be more the breadwinner, the boss, the go-to, the fire starter, the protector, that macho female, you feel me? I'm saying it's not macho, because macho is for the man, but she could definitely be an assertive woman, who goes after what she wants, which is nothing wrong with that. If within respected to their own power and their own phase in their life. If they don't try to push that onto nobody and be like, oh, you need to do this. Now, naturally so, they do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually, sometimes like, not saying them, but people in that masculine energy are like raw. Like, you gonna take this. But yeah, I feel like trust can be built again depending on the situation and like the responses that you get, you know what I'm saying, and the communication and the conversations you have. You feel me? If you coming from a healthy place and they're coming from a healthy place and they like, hey, you know what I did do was wrong, but I don't feel like I was wrong, but now that you told me, I could see possibly it could be wrong, and I take acknowledgement that I didn't treat you right during that situation, and I apologize. It wasn't directly targeted at you. It wasn't directly saying I didn't want to respect your boundaries. I'm just not used to that yet. I'm still learning how to work around that because I never had anybody or a situation that challenged me to have to look at a boundary like that. You know what I'm saying? And a challenge is not a bad thing. A challenge is more of a reason for you to dig more deeper in your potential to achieve what you already know you can. You feel me? Like, everything's possible, you know what I'm saying? It all depends on one's own mind and what they want out of this situation, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. What's the difference between a healthy boundary and a controlling one in a relationship? Sorry. I told you I wrote chicken scratch. I'm trying to read my writing. Like, I was like, damn, what the hell I write? I meant to say one, but I put on. I was tripping. I was definitely tripping. Definitely tripping. But they're like, work with me. Just work with me. All right. Just work with me. Just work with me, sensei. All right. Work with me. Don't do that to me. Work with me, sensei. So with that being said, I would believe, I can say, I do believe that, well, I ain't gonna say believe because it's not a believe subject or a believe topic. I mean, believe part of the discussion. I feel like a healthy boundary is one that you truly express when you first get into the situation, and you allow them, you tell them exactly what you're expecting. They tell you not really what you're expecting, but what you're hoping for. You know what I'm saying? They tell you exactly what they're hoping for, and from there, what I'm saying, it's totally up to y'all, and if somebody says, hey, you know what, I'm not expecting you to change overnight. I'm not expecting you to do anything differently normally than what you do, but I would like to have that general respect. You feel me? And a lot of times, like, without the general respect there, a lot of times, what I'm saying, it could turn into an unhealthy one because you got some people like that would say like, oh, well, damn, you need to do this. You need to respect this. You need to do this. Like, when somebody say you need to or you're going to, that's a controlling boundary. And that's something that people try to enforce on people to mitigate and control them and to manipulate them in my personal point of view. I feel like when somebody tells you what you need to do or what you want to do or what you have to do, like, oh, you're going to and you have to. Like, no, I don't have to do anything. I don't need to do this, and I'm not going to. Like, you feel me? Like, I can listen to what you're saying, and I can take it into consideration if this is something that I actually want to engage with. Because at the end of the day, if it's not healthy for me to engage with it, why am I going to deal with it? You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want things to make sense right now. Not make sense. So. A lot of times, people tend to not like put that notion into head. Like, what? It's not just about what I want. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me trying to force this person to deal with my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, am I willing to deal with my shit? Because sometimes it's like you got to ask yourself the question, like, if you came to you talking the way you talk to you, would you be okay with how you talk to you? Would you be okay with how you're coming at you demanding because it's not even control, it's demanding. Well, demanding is controlling in like some points, but I feel as if like at the same time it's like, damn, like you're demanding, like I work for you, like I need to be here like I got hired for a position that nobody else could get. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like everybody got the same opportunity I do. You just chose me because I seem like the best option to be able to mesh with what you want, or to give you what you want, or for you to feel like you can control me. So yeah, there is such a difference between a healthy boundary and and a controlling one in a relationship, because somebody could just get in a relationship, they could play you for like a fiddle and say, okay, well, they can show you things that they know that you will want to see, but at the same time, they will use that as a catalyst to be able to gain entry in to get what they want. You feel me? It's like, all right, I really don't want to do this job, but I'm gonna go to work because I got bill. I know I want to go to this concert, or I gotta pay this bill. You feel me? But you're not happy. You feel like shit, and you're fucking about to get fired. You feel me? Like you're trying way too hard. You know what I'm saying? You're doing way too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I know this, and I don't care how you feel. I want what I want, basically. And it's like, it's wild because some people think about that like that. Like, hey, I actually am right for feeling this way, and you should be okay with it. And I don't get it. I don't get it myself. But on to the next one. I just say that there is such a thing as a healthy boundary and a controlling one in a relationship. And once those people gain access and they feel like, now I'm about to sit here and micromanage this, like, I got access, this motherfucker ain't gonna leave me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now you didn't give them the keys, you know what I'm saying? And you can't be giving everybody the keys like that. You gotta give them something just to deal with, or to be appreciative of, not really deal with. Because if you're just dealing with it, or you're settling, is this really where you want to be? Is this truly what you want? You gotta think about that. So my last topic I have on this before we end out the episode for Talks with Teddy is this: how do you communicate your deal breakers and boundaries early without scaring the other person away? Woo, woo, woo. That is an amazing question I came up with earlier. You feel me? Like, I that's why I saved it for last, because it gives me chills when I think about it, because it's like, damn, like, how would you communicate your deal breakers without losing the person that you're trying to pursue? Because a lot of times we really would, like, I ain't gonna say we, but because we ain't in France, no disrespect to the French, I love the French bread, you know what I'm saying? But I just say, like, you communicating your deal breakers and boundaries early is not like something I feel is a bad thing. I'm saying? I feel as if that's a very healthy way of coming about, and I feel like that's a very good thing that you try to do, but if you feel as if it's going to scare somebody away or push somebody to the edge of not wanting to deal with you, then you really have to take an accountability. Like, is that the person that's really meant to be with me? You feel me? Or this job, you know what I'm saying? Is it the right thing that I should be doing right now for me building a better me? You know what I'm saying? Like, and if it scares them off, were they ever truly for me in the first place? So I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, like I don't feel as if like your boundaries should be scary, but I feel like you should come from a very calm and understanding place, and you need that. I feel like a lot of people need to have emotional intelligence and knowing how to control those emotions, fluidly, you know what I'm saying, and in a healthy manner, you know what I'm saying, because sometimes like people will just come in, like I was saying in the last statement, like, oh, come in thinking that, oh, you have to, and hold on, I said you're going to, you need to. It was another one. I can't remember. I'll look at it again. But I should have wrote that down too. My crazy self. But yeah, it goes into that where people may come in and try to play on your sympathy or your emotional unintelligence, and they'll be like, or your heartstrings, or your your simple mindedness at that point in time, you know, because we all have ignorance until we have wisdom, you know. And they'll play on that because they know, like, oh, I know how this go. I know what I'm about to do. They don't know what I'm about to do because they looking at me like I'm an angel. I'm a fucking demon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, there's some people that do that, you feel me? And they'll wait till the last minute to say, you know what? Well, fuck it. I told you. At least I told you. And it's not about when you told me, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying? It's not based on just, oh, the fact you told me, you feel me? You knew this the whole time, but you failed to, like, mention this going, like, in the very beginning, this is what it was, you feel me? Like, I let my boundaries be known to you. You didn't let me know your boundaries. You said that everything was fine. In this business ventures, you know, anything that you choose to apply this to, I believe you can speak healthily and people will resonate and take it in and understand, like, well, okay, they got boundaries. I got boundaries too. Like, you know, and you allow them to tell you their boundaries, because if you want it to be healthy, you have to be open to understanding that. You feel me? So I say, you know, with all that being said, you know, like, there are ways we have to do certain things and certain ways we can't do certain things, you know, and however which way or means that goes, it just be what it is, you know. So, you know, that was my spill for the day, you know. I'm sorry, that was my talk with me. You see me, I be doing too much, but, you know, that was Talks with Teddy, episode 3, you know. I just want to say I appreciate everybody that came up in the live. If you was in my live, sorry, my live stream on my Instagram was definitely skipping. I'm going to get this crap together with this computer, so I could definitely get back on board with getting my stuff done the right way. But until the next time, you all, I'll be back. You know, don't forget to definitely follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, X, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram pages. I say Instagram already, but still, like, or also Discord. I gotta add Discord on my page as well, because I do have a Discord account. And also you can follow me, you know, on my YouTube page. Mainly that's where I like for my traffic to come to. It definitely helps out my channel, you know what I'm saying? And also, while you're at it, can you hit the like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, just to get more contact with me and stay in the loop with me, being one of your creators on, you know, YouTube or on any platform that you're on. And also, if you have been liking what you've been seeing, please don't be afraid to hit the comment and leave your opinion. You know, your opinion does matter. It's appreciated, and, you know, I'm more than willing to take everything that you all say, you know, with a kind heart and an understanding that this is going to make me better. So with that being said, I want to thank you. Thank everybody. Yo, thank you. Yeah, thank you, the viewers. You. Yes, you. Only you. Yeah. Everybody else who didn't look, who didn't speak, welcome. Hopefully the grass is greener. And hopefully that shit ain't brown. But hey, by all means, hey, if it is, cut your yard. So on that notion, I just want to go ahead and bid you all farewell until later on tonight, where I'll be on gaming sessions, you know, gaming sessions with me, Teddy Beema. I'll be on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot tonight. I'll probably be on, I'm gonna say probably no later than like 8:30, maybe 8:30ish. So, you know, check back in with me then, you know, and we'll try to get this thing worked out together. All right, but until then, this is Teddy Beema, you lurking MF, and I'm out. Peace.